Yo, yo, yo.
Hola.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
¿Cómo
you.
estás? Muy bien.
There I am. I wasn't in here. Welcome to this expanded edition of Trifecta Hour. I'm AJ. This is Ink. This is Prince. We in the building. How's everybody doing on this fine Friday?
Great.
I'm here. Barely, but I'm here.
All right. Well, let's get started. New York City Mayor Eric Adams made history this week by being the first city mayor to be indicted. Take a look at this clip.
Eric Adams becomes the first New York City mayor to be criminally charged while in office. The unsealed indictment reveals the charges, including conspiracy to commit wire fraud, solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national, bribery, and more.
Looking live now at Gracie Mansion, where the mayor spoke earlier today, joined by supporters from the faith community. Adams said the federal charges were not a surprise, and he is planning to fight the case.
We have team coverage for you of the charges and reaction from Gracie Mansion to the prosecutor's office and more. Marsha Kramer has analysis of the political fallout for Adams.
Let's begin at U.S. District Court along Foley Square. Alice Gaynor was there as prosecutors laid out the case. Alice, we just learned that the mayor will be in court tomorrow.
That's right. We just got it confirmed that Mayor Eric Adams will appear before a judge tomorrow here at federal court in Lower Manhattan sometime around noon. Earlier today, the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, the FBI, and the city's Department of Investigation all spoke at a news conference. They did not take any questions from reporters, but they did note this is yet another example, a stinging example of the fact that no one is above the law.
The indictment, more than 50 pages long, accuses Mayor Adams of seeking and accepting improper gifts like luxury travel and illegal campaign contributions from wealthy foreign business people and at least one Turkish government official. A timeline displayed of Adams' alleged undisclosed travel dating back to 2016 lists about $100,000 in benefits. Travel to India, France, Hungary, Turkey, Ghana, and China.
The mayor had a duty to disclose these gifts on his annual public disclosure forms so that the public could see who was giving him what.
U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Marcellus Williams, says there were strings attached, with the Turkish government official allegedly telling Adams it was his turn to support Turkey, that in 2021, this official was trying to open a new Manhattan high-rise housing Turkey's consulate in time for a visit from that country's president.
But the FDNY's fire safety professionals wouldn't let the building open because the building hadn't passed an inspection. And not just that. Some of the people at the FDNY thought the building had so many issues and defects that the building was not safe to occupy.
Adams is accused of pressuring the fire department.
The FDNY professionals were convinced that they would lose their jobs if they didn't back down. And so they did. They got out of the way.
All right. So
hold on. I'm just going to apologize really quickly because the video that's playing is not playing clear. I'm going to let you guys talk. I'm going to drop out of this really quickly. I'm going to end this download and then I'm going to come back because I'm doing too much at one time. So you guys go ahead.
All right. So Prince, do you think Mayor Adams was indicted because he pushed back on Democrat elites' plan to flood New York City with illegals, which is already happening anyway? Or is he just another crooked Democrat?
Well, I grew up in a middle-class family. And listen. Listen, the same way they said, remember we brought up Mark Robinson last week, right? Wherever there's smoke, there's fire. Mm-hmm. Wherever there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not saying Mayor Adams did everything that they said, but you did something. You did enough to where they decided to stand up there, have a whole press conference, serve you, indict you, and make this big fuss. Now I know what everybody's going to say. Well, they can do that for anything. Long as they just wanted to stick. They just want to stick. Funny how you're getting hit with your own playbook. It don't matter if you're guilty or not. Just the association of the mere mention of you being a felon or indicted with anything, you're automatically guilty in the public's eye. So guess what? I don't feel sorry for Eric Adams. I don't. Has he done some good things? It depends on who you ask. But you don't go at presidential nominees. You don't allow your city to do the shit that they've done during this election and think that you're going to get out unscathed. You know what this tells me? They're finished with you, Eric Adams. Whatever you have done for them or whoever's above, and they have no more use for you. So now they're about to make an example of you. That's why before you go into those rooms and you do whatever it is you do with those big higher ups, you need to know, okay, what happens after this? What happens after November? What happens leading up to November? Am I good? Yeah, you're good. Just do what we tell you to do and you're fine.
No battery.
Guess what? You're not fine. You're done. So, I think I hate to be on the fence, AJ, but I think it's a little bit of both. Crooked Democrat bullshit, and it's some bullshit sprinkled in there here and there.
Right. Inked.
Why are we talking about this?
Looking clear, may I add? Beautiful.
Thank you. I had to shut some of this down. We had to quick start. I got all kinds of stuff running in the background. Listen. First of all, are we shocked? Are we surprised? Anytime you push against the narrative, what do you get? So when he was like, hey, this is too much, you're doing too much, you let all these people come in, what are we doing? Stop the madness, right? What do you get? Oh, okay, we're going to shut you up. We're going to get you out of here because you're not saying what we need you to say. You're going against the grain, right? And why are we shocked? It's New York.
Right. Exactly.
What do they do in New York? Trump up charges. They find something. Oh, let me go. This looks good. And then let me multiply it by 10. Right. And this is the same thing they're charging him with. Is the same thing they charged, our sweet justice, the big coon up in the highest court, receiving gifts and not reporting it and da 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 da. Right. But I always think it's funny that they only select certain ones,
of course,
to hold them accountable for that.
Got to be the chosen one.
I mean, because Nancy Pelosi's not doing insider trading. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Oh.
Okay. Anyways, go ahead, AJ.
Your husband trading fluids. Go ahead, AJ.
Oh, Jesus. Help us.
Anyway, I'm right there. It was both, but also it's like going back to Mark Robinson, but you gave it to him. So
yeah,
if there was nothing, they couldn't do anything to you. So you clearly accepted gifts that you didn't report. And I don't know how that's supposed to go. That's not my world in terms of the logistics of the politics. But if you know it's wrong and the people managing you know it's wrong, then that's on you. So what you gonna do? Hey, all right. So Mayor Adams had a press conference at Gracie Mansion the day after his indictment, and it didn't get off to a great start. Take a look.
New York saying that this is not a black day. This is not a black day. This is a you thing. This is a you thing, Eric Adams. This is not a black day. Your policies are anti-black. You are a disgrace to all black people in this city. The things that you have done are unconscionable. You hurt our schools. Our streets are dirty. Our children are harassed by the police. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You can shut me all you want, but the people are with us. And this is not a black day. This is a justice day.
All right.
First of all, I want to thank you for being here this morning, and I want to thank the supporters
First
of
of all, I
all
want to thank
ethnic
God
groups.
We'll
for
just
his
pretend like it
blessings.
didn't happen.
Do you think homeboy should resign, Prince?
First of all, shout out to that bullhorn and shout out to whoever had the car alarm going off too. That is New York all the way. From the dude, what borough was that, AJ?
That
That
had
guy
to-
was from.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to
It's
the
ridiculous.
accent.
Everybody's with us.
Oh,
But should he resign? No. I'm more of the position of you gotta kick me out. I ain't walking away from shit. I ain't about to quit. You gotta fire me. Cause then I could collect all those benefits and all that shit. Cause if I walk away, then you'll say, you know, I'm guilty. If I stay, then at least I got a shot to fight whatever it is you're doing and finish the job. So no, I don't think he should resign. I think he should fight it. And let the chips where they lie. But I'm telling you this right now, Mayor Adams, whoever had that bullhorn, you need you need to take that board. I have a feeling he's gonna show up to everything because that was just perfect. Honk, honk, honk. This is ridiculous. Honk, 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 honk. Our children are dirty. I don't know if that's a Mary Adams thing. I think that's a you thing. Make your kids take a bath. I don't know. Everything else, I get it, but yeah, Eric, don't resign. Fight it. Be a strong Negro and take that bullhorn away from that guy.
Really? Really?
Really?
Okay. Let him keep his bullhorn. Damn it. And next time, address him. Okay. You acknowledge that man next time. But anyways, nah, he don't need to resign. That would have been like us telling Trump to don't run. Nah. Don't let them throw this stuff at you because they don't like what you're saying and what you're doing. No. Make them prove up. I think that until they say he's guilty, why does he need to resign? I mean, he's innocent until proven guilty. We don't know that these things are true. These are just allegations put on a piece of paper. We know how that works in New York.
AOC wants him gone.
Oh, I bet she does.
Baby
She wants it.
Girl.
She wants everybody gone. Can she go? Can she go with her fake ghetto-ness? Girl, bye. So no, I don't think he needs to resign. I mean, I think that, he should keep working and doing what he needs to do. And it sucks because like Trump, you have to try to fight this and do your job, right? So, I like to see some of these other people having to deal with the things that they've put on our guy. So, I mean, I don't feel bad for you. I mean, I don't feel no kind of way because y'all was all talking your mad shit, weren't you? Oh, Trump. Excuse me. Did you get a private jet and didn't tell us? Wait. Did you get some money donated to you and you didn't tell us? Oh, snap. What's going on? Wow. Let's look at his business records. Did you got some fry going on there? Let's look at that. Did you spend some campaign funds that you wasn't supposed to spend? Like, what's going on over there? Let's look at it. Let's all evaluate, right? Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. But no, I don't think that he should resign. Hell, let his ass stay out there. What's he really doing for New York? They gonna run him out of there anyway, so it don't matter.
No,
Mary Adams, you suck.
Shut up, Prince. I'll run his ass out of there anyways.
Oh, good. I don't think he should resign either, but not all, but a good chunk of New Yorkers are just stupid. That guy who was screaming wasn't Eric Adams. Hasn't been mayor that long to like the streets were dirty forever. The city was a piece of shit forever. The subways were overcharged and underserviced forever. I mean, like, this is not new news, but you keep voting for corrupt people, and some get above, based on how they play the game. And clearly Eric decided he wanted to defy the hand that put his ass there.
Yeah.
And here you go. This is because I'm pretty sure there's something on most of these politicians, Democrat, Republican, whatever, that all it takes is, one stroke of the ego to say, I'm going to be Norma Ray right now and I'm going to stand my ground, and they going to throw all that shit at you. Eric, you gave them the ammunition, not our problem. So,
Nope.
where are we? And we will be right back.
You're probably wondering what's going on. Well, I'm here to tell you. It's me, Inked, and I need you guys to head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. Yes, that's right. Trifecta merch is here. It is here for our Trifecta family to show their love and support and advertise for free. Well, not technically for free. You did pay for it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. We're all inclusive. If Prince can wear it, so can you. Have a good one. I guess I should have put on my Trifecta merch. Oh, well. Go ahead.
Right. So Diddy is reportedly on a hunger strike and suicide watch as he sits in federal prison without bond following his arrest on sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy charges. Combs pled not guilty to those charges, and of course, he is presumed innocent until proven guilty. And Prince, what are your thoughts on what has unfolded so far?
Triple D.
Triple D.
Not the breast. Die, Diddy, die.
Oh.
I don't care. Don't eat. Don't eat, nigga. Don't eat. I don't care. You think your victims care? No one cares. I always was. First of all, y'all know me. I love to eat. What's a hunger strike gonna do? What is me not eating? Honey, I'm on a hunger strike because I'm upset. Okay, don't eat. Like no one cares. No one cares, Diddy. We want the names. We want our Nino Brown moment. We want to know who is Kareem Akbar. Was he the educated brother from the bank? Is he the head of the CMB? That's all we want, Diddy. That's all everybody wants. Diddy, I know you may think you're this elite person, but in the eyes of the people that really got something to do with this shit, you are on the lowest level. You are, they just pushed the button. They said, okay, activate against Diddy. That's how easy it was to get you up out of here. No one cares, Diddy. Be on a hunger strike. I hope they stick the IV between the big toe and the middle one. That's where the skin is its softest. To keep your ass alive enough for you to tell and to get these victims some help and to get the rest of these predators up out of here.
Now tell us how you really feel.
Triple D. Die, Diddy, die.
Sounds a little emotional to me.
Carl Thomas.
So here's what I think. The timing is impeccable. Just something to distract us. I will say this. Anybody, and I mean anybody, I don't give a damn who you are, should you come forth now and tell us about what you knew was going on at the time, I despise you more than Diddy. Yes. I think you're lower because you knew, you stayed complacent, and you said nothing. I don't give a damn what you know, really, at this point. You might as well just shut up and say nothing. Take it to your grave. Because if you saw what was going on, because, we're hearing all the names, we're hearing all these people coming forward, we're hearing all the freak off tapes are here. I don't believe any of it until I see it. So we all know that people have made up stories on people. So we all know that if there's 50, probably 5 are telling the truth. Then we're going to have to weed through who's really telling us the truth, right? And who's not trying to get $5 and who's not trying to get, rich. Because at this point, I struggle believing anybody or anything because I feel like if they want you bad enough, they'll pay somebody to lie on you and, make up their little story, make it sound good. Go on TV and cry and then get all these superpower, celebrity lawyers to represent you. It's always interesting that the Glorias show up every single time. So I really don't have an opinion at this point because I've been presented no evidence, right? All I have to say is this. If your bitch ass is guilty, nobody cares. You can go down in flames. You can fall off the side of the building. You can trip and fall off the bed and still be attached to the wall. I don't really care what happens to you at this point. I mean, you reap what you sow. But all I ask is that you take every single one of these son of a bitches with you. That's all I ask. Okay? I want you to tell on every single last one. Every single one. I want you to tell. And if you don't tell, okay, I don't want to see another Epstein situation. I don't want to see another situation where they convict a person for doing all these things, yet we don't know who they did the things with. I don't think I could take that again, right? Because at this point, you might as well let the people out. If you're not gonna expose who the people are doing the harmful things, then why do I care? And I don't care if it was the no-name rapper. I don't care about none of those people. I want the big names. I want the real heavy hitters. What's her name? Jaguar?
Jaguar, right?
Her. All them people you naming? I noticed none of y'all dropping no cease and desist on her. None of y'all suing her. None of y'all telling her to shut up. She's sitting on the couch talking, dropping all y'all names. She didn't name you all, said all you guys need to be charged. Jay-Z, J-Lo. She didn't dropped all y'all's names. Okay. Diddy, sweetheart. Help us out. So, we know there's tapes, you guys, because he had video everywhere. So
and baby oil.
They say there's drugs in that. So, but whatever. I don't know. Allegedly, I'm not getting into that. All I want to know, all I care about is this. Don't pretend that he starved himself to death and died.
Well, it takes a long time, doesn't it?
No. We all know he's not suicidal. Okay.
I am not suicidal.
Listen,
I am not suicidal.
And they let that liar out. Okay. So don't play with us.
This is Diddy's country.
Okay, don't play with us. Go ahead, AJ.
Oh God,
trash.
We probably never gonna get that list because of who's on it. But
then why is he arrested? What's the point?
We're gonna get the people who were probably victims themselves. That's who we're gonna get. But we're not gonna get the people.
Well, long live Jaguar.
But even you said it. You said it a few weeks ago. They raided those places to get the stuff, and there was a reason why they did it the way they did it. So, I mean, do we really think if
I
don't say no names is on the list that we gonna ever see that? No, we're probably never gonna see the Epstein files.
Why do we care if J-Lo or Jay-Z or any of those people are on the list? Why do we give a fuck? Usher, whoever. Why do we give a fuck? Because they're saying Justin Bieber, he's on the brink of talking. Because, he was a victim.
I mean, this man...
Allegedly.
Every time he walks in a church, burst into tears. Something happened to that man. Something happened to him. And something happened to a lot of people. What's his name from The Raven? Or Orlando Brown?
Yep. And they're saying that they're playing crazy and that they're doing this because it's like the way that they're staying alive, right? So if they pretend they're crazy and they say that what's real, people won't believe it. But to me, that's disgusting. And at this point, if we're going to keep arresting people and we're going to keep alleging that they've done these crimes, then you need to expose the motherfuckers that are doing the crimes with them. Because if he's the only one, then let's just move it along. But we know that's not the case. All these celebrities that said there ain't no party like a Diddy party, you got me fucked up.
You know who's been the quietest? LeBron James.
No, he hasn't.
About Diddy?
That video, they found his old video on
IG.
No,
I mean,
you mean today. Like speaking out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Nike said, "Shut up." Nike said, "Shut up."
But we've really heard nothing from no one. If you really think about it, everyone's sitting on their hands. Everyone's silent. Okay. And you know who else? Ice Cube.
Oh yeah, Ice Cube.
Oh, he was clear. I ain't never been.
He didn't say Mac 10's name. He said him and Dub C.
Look, I can speak for me. Like maybe him, but I can't speak for nobody else. I can speak for myself.
Yeah. Let's keep it a buck though. Let's keep it 100, right? Like the reality is The only people speaking right now, the only people speaking are the people who can say, I never was at a party and you're not going to find me on any tape. Those are the only people we're hearing from. Everybody else is silent.
We're
They-
going to.
Go ahead.
Scrubbing social media and
Okay.
I mean, I don't even get like if you did like one tweet and you was just like, "Yo, I'm hanging out with Diddy," doesn't mean you did something. So why are you deleting the
Well.
tweet? You know, I don't get it. You know, not-
Your next video, AJ, is going to explain why a lot of people are silent.
But this also explains a lot. You know, on giving the artist the catalog, but really the catalog, in order for them to get the little $900 a year that they would have gotten for those little streams, they had to basically say nothing. Like the agreement was like, shut up. And you can't
Right.
talk about this anywhere. You can never make a documentary. You can never write a tell-all, anything. Right.
Right.
So when once Aubrey O'Day exposed the ulterior motive in him giving everyone back their publishing, all of a sudden,
Correct.
it was like, oh, okay. So then you see sort of how it started to fall apart for him. And then, you know, the fact that and kudos to the people who worked at that hotel that didn't destroy the tape. Because they were supposed
they knew that bitch was gonna.
They were supposed to destroy the tape, and they're like, nah, one day.
Yeah, we're gonna need this.
Hey, listen, that pink note is gonna be on the door. ATMZ.
I got something for you.
I got something for you, TMZ.
Got something for
Nah, one day, but we're gonna enjoy this part. So, current inmate and co-founder of the infamous Death Row Records, Suge Knight, hosts a podcast entitled Collect Call, where he calls collect from prison and talks to people about whatever he wants to talk about. This week, he called Chris Cuomo on News Nation and dropped his 2 cents on Sean Combs's case. Take a look.
You said something early on that I want to get clarification for the audience, Suge. You said early on, you can't just look at Diddy in isolation. You said this was done to him. He learned from others, and it was done to him, and then he did to others. To me, that sounds like what I hear when people are talking about abusive situations, you know, hurt people, that someone was sexually abused, they wind up being a perpetrator. Is that what you're suggesting about Sean Combs, that he was sexually abused and he now sexually abuses?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I think he repeat what was done to him. And like I said, if you look at Russell Simmons, you know the truth. Jarrell, you know the truth. Pride Davis, you know the truth. Jimmy Iovine, you know the truth. So there's not certain things that all of a sudden you got this. The industry is a quick business. It's been like that for a long time. And the casting couch is real, but it's for women and men. But far from all that, I think the most important thing is I feel like they should let Puffy tell his truth. I'm quite sure he's going to expose a lot of people. I'm sure he's going to move forward with it. But I don't think it should be a situation like the Epstein thing where they found him hanging from the ceiling or dead for the truth come out.
Do you believe
I think
that
the truth needs to be...
Do you believe that Diddy is in danger in prison? And do you have advice for him based on what you just said?
Well, the first advice I have, I don't never want to say he's in danger, and neither should he say that. Because once he gets to the point where they feel he's going to be suicidal to himself, harmful to himself, once they put him on suicide watch, you have the rights to nothing. No socks, no drawers, no T-shirt, no blanket, no sheets. You so naked in a cell as a crazy man. So he definitely don't want to do that. And the other advice I would tell him, you know, maybe he should get on the Jewish diet.
Oh, he was saying he should get on the Jewish diet because it's you get to open it yourself and it's kosher and all that stuff. Whatever. Ink, do you agree with Suge?
First of all, Suge Knight, what are we really doing here right now? To a certain extent, right? I mean,
wait, you don't think it's genius? He has a podcast from prison called Collect Call, and he literally collect calls the media. And during that interview, he got cut off. And Chris and
hey, time's up, Suge.
Right? What's
What's up, Mary?
Anyway,
just for the simple fact that he's calling Collect and that's his podcast, it tells us everything we fucking need to know about Suge Knight. But
Got a
anyways,
podcast before other people.
okay, and follow through with it. Didn't just talk about it. We need to raise
Give me money for my podcast.
Didn't need to
Anyway, go
raise no
ahead.
funds. Just call Collect. But anyways, where were we? So I do think to a certain extent I do agree with him, but I think he needs to be able to tell his story. And I do think he needs to give up some of these people. And I do think hurt people hurt people. I mean, they say that it starts with Clive and it's trickling its way down. So nothing is shocking or surprising. It's just kind of interesting how the industry works, that parents were allowing their teenagers to go stay at people's houses and sleep on couches and, all this other kind of crazy madness that's going on. And then all these things are, and it's funny because I don't even think that some of these people did things. I just think that some of these people were caught doing things, right? So it's not necessarily that they hurt someone else, is that the things that were done to them are on video. So they would like to be able to protect that. They would like that not to be exposed to the world, that, these things happen to them so that they could get a record deal or whatever the situation is. So I really believe that there's a lot of moving parts to this, and there's a lot of things and there's some things I do think that need to be protected. I do think that there's some things that don't necessarily need to be exposed. If, say these children were being hurt or whatever, but I do believe, and I stand by it. Everybody that was an adult should be exposed. Every single one of them. If you were there and you saw something and said nothing, needs to be exposed. Everything needs to come out. So hopefully.
Well, is that a what they call it? Like if you witness a crime but you don't say anything? What
Well, there's a lot of things it could be called, like an accessory. There's like a lot of things they could tag on you, but they won't, if that makes
Okay.
sense, right?
Okay.
So like basically how it will work, if we're going to be truthful, right? People, they'll keep they'll remain anonymous because they're all celebrities and they could just pay for that, and they'll tell their story, and Jane Doe is gonna be the one, right? The thing that will be disgusting about this case, like Epstein, is if they don't expose the list, there's no point in us even venturing down this road. If we're going to continue to allow the very people who are doing these things to remain out there, then why are we bothering? Why do we care at this point? If we're just going to allow it to continue to be that way, why do we even care at this point? You need to start to crumble it. You need to start to take it down. You need to start to dismantle it. And you need to instill fear in others. So just like we arrested and prosecuted X, Y, Z big names, we'll do it to you too. But we all know it's, what did they say? Diddy's dad was part of, he was an informant, and now that they're done with him and
he
it's
ran
over.
with Nikki Barnes, his dad.
Yeah. And they're saying that now that, Diddy's no longer needed and his protection is gone, and that's why they're exposing him. So we'll see.
Fun fact, I've watched that Nikki Barnes documentary like easy 15 times. It's just so fascinating to me.
It's phenomenal, man.
It's just so fascinating how anyway. You, Prince.
You. All I know is, since the beginning of time, I have heard and read about these things when Puffy was an intern from Howard under Uptown Records, when he was in charge of like new artists like Mary J and Jodeci and stuff like that. The shit he would do as an intern for Andre Harrell, that's why what Suge said. It was done to him, so he do it to other people. And in that world, video is power. People make fun of people when these celebrities be having like cameras and shit in their homes and all that stuff. It's for that reason, because when you have people in and out of your house, they could say something happened, and you always, you just want to protect yourself. But what people like Diddy have done is they took the page right out of Epstein's book. I want something on all y'all in case y'all try. Y'all even think y'all going to say something about me. And I'm going to be like, remember, if you indict me, if you say anything about me, I could say something about you. But the problem is, he thought that he was bigger than the people that he had on those tapes, and that's his problem. So,
I don't think that.
What do you think?
No, I think that the tape was the power. So he didn't anticipate that they were willing to take some people with them, to get what they wanted. So that's why when they raided him,
I get what you're
do
saying.
you understand what I'm saying? That's why when
yeah.
they raided him, they just wanted to see what he had tapes on.
Mhm.
Right. And who was on these tapes. I don't think he ever thought he was bigger. I think he always thought he was protected because of the tapes.
Okay, I got what you're saying. But to be honest, like, just think about all the shit that we've read about, heard about, had intuitions about, and now it's like coming to true, like the extortion, the hitting people over the head with bottles, car bombings, and just now you start to think when all these, remember, these young people would suddenly just die, and you'll be like, what is going on in the music industry, blah blah blah. I could just imagine somebody's Puffy making a call, Diddy making a call, and saying, hey, I got you on this tape, do this. And some people not being able to handle that. And like Ink said, some people may just like, hey, I want to be bisexual and I don't want nobody to know. And they just caught up in the rest of the bullshit. And it's just fascinating to me. But this is just here to show you, if you want to do something, do it at home. Don't do it around mouth breathers. People who breathe out of their mouth and can't close their mouth, they are dangerous. I'm telling you, Diddy is the biggest mouth breather of them all. And to all the celebrities out there that's speaking out, I appreciate it. But I hope that y'all are not on those tapes and y'all still speaking out, acting like y'all ain't on those tapes. Because like Ink said, if you was an adult, your ass should be in the fire right there with Diddy.
But also, I mean, that's part of the game. You know, you just can't see my blood. I got to see the blood on your hands too. So it's not.
I agree.
I can't. You can't watch me do all this stuff, and then even if your thing is just like you said, it's just like you're just bisexual. You ain't out there, doing no crazy stuff. You just just your zhuzh. But they need something on you, and whether it's a drug addict or a psychiatric issue or whatever. But the thing I give a smidge of grace, but not too much, is on it happened to him, so that's why it happened. It's an excuse, and I don't like when people lean into it as that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as a
Like
justification.
it's a root cause. Hey Kamala, thank you for that. It's a root cause, but it's not an excuse. It's not something you can just be like, well, it happened to me, so therefore. No, you were clear, and you was out there being nasty, and you could have been the person who broke the cycle. Like, there's always that person who's like, yeah, this happened to me, but I'm not gonna do this to anybody ever. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
AJ, can I ask you something real quick?
No.
Don't ask me no personal shit.
No, I'm not gonna ask you nothing personal. What size are your shoes? Shut up, man. Listen.
You ain't get your shit yet.
Size 13 on the way, baby. Listen.
Hey, I ordered mine before you.
And when you see some people like in the industry and you see how they're super talented and you're like, why didn't they go further? Like, they should have been as big as so-and-so. So-and-so has more talent than so-and-so. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, I feel like shit, because now understanding what some people may have to do to get just a piece of the pie, like, I applaud them for not being as big as they are, because at least they have their sanity. At least they have their health. At least they don't have to worry about this shit 10, 15, 20 years later, living their life, and now they're pulled into some bullshit. So to all you people that's out there doing it the right way, I salute you.
I could think of two names, Shanice and Tracy Spencer. Those would be two prime examples of two very talented singers who were very protected by their parents.
Yeah, and I don't think it's doing it the wrong way. I just think, unfortunately, getting caught up just wanting to live out your dream, and for people to take advantage of that speaks volumes.
Well, that's what they like I said I think I said in the video. They play on your desperation, and
Yes.
they play on your vulnerabilities,
Yes.
which is why there's every drug of choice available to you, because they're gonna find your vice. We gonna find which one you like.
Mine is
and
food.
we go off of that, and then
And
when
one
you
other.
all right, where we at? All right, and we'll be right back. Over at ajsrantroom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. And introducing our first shoe line, Aloysius Germain. So get on over to ajsrantroom.com today and get to shopping. You won't be disappointed.
Ooh, there's my shoes.
Get to shopping.
I just want to say that all you deadbeats who can't even say that you have your own shoes, me and Prince do.
That is correct.
Thanks to Aloysius. Thank you, Aloysius.
Hey. All right, now it's time for our trending topic.
Oh shit, is it?
4 hours ago, the man convicted of killing a former St. Louis Post-Dispatch reporter at her University City home was executed.
Marcellus Williams died by lethal injection for the 1998 murder of Felicia Gale. Multiple protests erupted across the state before the execution, including here in St. Louis and in the state capitol. 5 on your side's Robert Townsend has the latest from Bonne Terre.
In just a matter of minutes, Marcellus Williams was executed by lethal injection here at the state prison in Bonne Terre.
At 6:01 p.m., the lethal injection of pentobarbital was administered. At 6:03 p.m., the 5-minute timer was set. At 6:10 p.m., Marcellus Williams was pronounced dead.
Throughout his high-profile case, Marcellus Williams maintained he was innocent in the murder of Felicia Gale 26 years ago. But prosecutors said on August 11th, 1998, Williams took a bus to University City, started looking for a house to break into, and found Gale's home. Prosecutors said once inside, Williams attacked the former Post-Dispatch reporter and social worker more than 40 times with a butcher knife, killing her. The state says from April until June of 1999, while incarcerated at the St. Louis City Workhouse on unrelated charges, Williams confessed to a cellmate that he murdered Gale. Despite Williams' claims of innocence, mishandling of evidence, rallies to support him, and multiple appeals for a stay, Tuesday afternoon, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected last-minute appeals. The 55-year-old Williams was put to death. In a statement, his attorney, Tricia Bushnell, said in part, "Tonight, Missouri will execute an innocent man." St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell said this outcome did not serve the interests of justice.
We hope this gives finality to a case that has languished for decades, re-victimizing Miss Gale's family over and over again. No juror nor judge has ever found Williams' innocence claim to be credible.
Williams was the 139th person to be executed in the Show Me State since 1938. In Bonne Terre, Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
And no one from Felicia Gale's family attended the execution. Williams' son and 2 lawyers were there.
Is she part of the show?
She might be.
She might be. She could blend in. She brown.
Okay.
Prince, what are your takes on the case and execution of Marcellus Williams?
I'm not going to get into all the legal stuff because I'm going to leave that to my barista. But far as the innocent thing, this is the part I want people to understand. There's a difference between being innocent and being found guilty. Y'all want to make it seem like this man did nothing. The evidence was there that he did something. Just the way that it was handled maybe should have led to, hey, we need to look back into this and make sure we got all our ducks in a row and give him a better trial. So he wasn't innocent. Just like the other 5 you like to hop up on a pedestal and make them seem like they innocent. Yeah, I'm talking about the part. They ain't innocent either. So y'all could do all the hashtags and all the bullshit you want. I want to know when we're going to stop uplifting criminals. When are we going to stop feeling bad for people that do bad shit?
Uh-oh.
We gonna talk about it. We got another video coming up. I want to know where's his name. Where's his hashtag? I didn't know who Marcellus Williams was until this week, and I never knew who he was.
Me too.
Right.
Somebody is gone,
Amen.
and y'all worried about him.
Okay.
I hope the needle was dull.
All right.
Oh, tell us.
Jeez, oh Pete's. All right. Well, let's just keep it a buck. He wasn't innocent. The DNA did not prove he was innocent. Here's the breakdown, people. DNA has changed a lot. And in 2017, the mayor at that time, governor at that time, made a committee because they had found some DNA on the weapon. The difference was the DNA was of the prosecutors at the time because, you know, back then that was in 2017, people didn't handle the stuff correctly. So the DNA that was found was from the prosecutors. So there was never any evidence other than it had been tampered with, right? But that came after the conviction. That's why they were trying to get him, you know, a new trial. But let's keep it real. Neither the family nor the prosecutor. So the current prosecutor is not the one that was prosecuting at that time, said that he was innocent and wanted him released. They just wanted him to serve life because if there was any doubt, right, they didn't want the man executed, but they did not ever want him released. And they did not say he deserved a new trial. They just simply said, hey, let him have life in prison. Okay. The fact is, they're trying to say that the witnesses weren't credible. One of them was his girlfriend. She said he came home, he had bloody clothes, you know, la, 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 right? He had the person's stuff in his car. He had the boyfriend's laptop in his car. All of this stuff was there. My biggest problem is it's been 20 years. So if he was so innocent, why weren't they working? Oh, because all his appeals were burnt out. So there was no new evidence. And I think that's what people are missing. There was never any new evidence. And at no point did anyone connected to this case feel that he was innocent. No one has said he's innocent. No one wanted him to be released. They just said, hey, we'll spare his life. Just give him life without parole. That's what the family of this young lady said. Let's give him life without the possibility of parole. I promise you, after 20 plus years, after bringing this case open in 2017, after all of this, if this man was truly innocent, if there was something that truly sparked it, he wouldn't have been executed. It is time that we stop making people who do heinous crimes innocent because they're Black.
Foundation.
Because that seems to be the narrative. Oh, they just killed another Black man who was innocent. No. This man took the life of someone's child, someone's loved one, someone that they cared about. And I promise you, if you were in that same situation and that was your loved one, you would not be so happy that people were rah, who he's innocent. There was never one piece of evidence that said he was. Oh, and I implore any of you internet legal scholars, any of you internet activists, if you have the evidence to prove what I say wrong, welcome you to challenge this right here on Trifecta. Hit us in the DMs, all our social media you can. Do not bring me no bullshit. Do not bring me what you heard on the news. Do not bring me your title clickbait that you read, because I will destroy you. I will embarrass you, and I will make your mother wish she swallowed. Don't play with me.
You ever been? Okay. What y'all said and a little bit more. So, where's the evidence that he's not guilty? Because everyone says he's innocent, and so I'm still confused as to why they're protesting. So what? It wasn't commuted to life in prison with no parole. He was still a piece of shit. It's not like, okay, this is some really compelling stuff here. Let's stay this, and then let's see what we can do with this. You did it. How did he get How did he get her laptop? How did he get it? Oh, okay, cool.
Craigslist.
Did we forget to mention that when he confessed to the crime, he was already in prison serving a 20-year sentence for robbing a donut shop.
Okay.
Oh.
They beat that confession out of him.
Okay.
His parents wasn't present.
Oh, innocent black man who was
Okay.
just sitting there eating an ice cream cone, living his life, and the law just fucked with him. That's not what happened.
Okay. He was hungry. They didn't feed
Did
him.
we mention that this motherfucker tried to escape from prison? He assaulted corrections officers. We don't forget all of that.
He was a Michael Jackson impersonator.
I'm done.
I hate you, Brett. And one more thing. The dude he confessed to was already out.
Yeah.
So there was nothing in it for him. Like he could have just went to his grave with it.
Henry Cole.
So there was no incentive for this man to come forward and say anything. He could have just said, you know what, hey, whatever, I'm out. But I guess you're locked up. You become a Muslim. My prophet. I can't stand this show.
Oh,
you become Assalamu alaikum, my brother, and all of that stuff, but that does not take away from the fact that you are not a good person. This is not a good person y'all caping for. But once again, we fall for the okie doke. We hit the pavement for the wrong shit. We hit the pavement for the wrong shit. And speaking of hitting the pavement for the wrong shit, let's go to our second trending topic, and then we'll discuss this.
Okay.
We forgive you, but you did destroy my family.
A family destroyed and speaking up after a speeding driver killed St. Louis police officer David Lee in the line of duty. Now tonight, as Officer Lee's family mourns the unimaginable, we're learning more about the man accused in his death.
First Alert 4 investigates uncovering details about the driver who hit Officer Lee. According to court documents, Ramon Chavez Rodriguez is in the country illegally and has a criminal record. He is charged with driving while intoxicated under an enhanced law when the death of a law enforcement officer is involved.
Our Alexis Odo's telling us tonight what else she's uncovered about this suspect. She's live at a memorial for Officer Lee outside of North Patrol.
Sam, Corey, you can see behind me this memorial continues to grow on top of this patrol car outside of the North Precinct here. Now, there is so much sadness surrounding this tragic death, but there is a lot of anger and frustration over something that many say should never have happened.
David has been a protector my whole entire life. Like, it's been me and my big brother. Like, I knew David was going to be a police officer when we was little.
Danielle Williams and several family members visited the memorial outside St. Louis's North Precinct Monday. Flowers in hands, tears in their eyes, and a heaviness in their hearts.
We hurt, y'all. We hurt. David, we love you, Lee. If I would have known you was going to leave, I would have loved you harder, but I don't even know if I could have loved you any harder, because everybody know I loved you from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head.
Married 19 years, Tanya Lee says she takes comfort in being by her husband's side in his last moments.
What gives me total peace is to know I held my husband's hand and prayed with him.
Sunday morning, Officer David Lee responded to a single car crash on I-70 near Grand. While removing flares and cones from his car, police say a 24-year-old lost control and smashed into the officer.
24-year-old Ramon Chavez Rodriguez has been charged.
He is now charged with felony DWI, speeding, and driving without a license. Court records show he is currently living in the country illegally. This mugshot is from 2020 when he was charged in St. Charles County with domestic assault, DWI, and endangering a child. He pled guilty and a judge gave him probation.
Wow.
Now questions continue to mount on why he remained in the U.S.
This could have been prevented.
We spoke with immigration attorney James Hacking to understand the policies and procedures in place.
Some states do not notify ICE as a matter of course when an undocumented immigrant commits a crime. Other states like Missouri do work with Immigration Customs Enforcement.
St. Peter's police, who originally arrested Chavez Rodriguez in 2020, say they did notify the federal government, but the federal government declined to detain him. Missouri lawmakers, including U.S. Senator Josh Hawley, are pointing to this tragedy as a reason to close the border. Hacking says the current system is broken.
Problem is right now, to deport someone can take years and years because the courts are so backlogged.
But for Officer Lee's family, their focus is on finding strength and forgiveness.
We forgive you, but you did destroy my family.
Tanya Lee saying that moments like her daughter's prom, graduation will be especially tough without her husband and their children's father. They do have 2 children, a son and a daughter. His wife also saying it's the simple moments of him walking through the door that they are going to miss the most. They also hope that this tragedy could potentially spark some change. She is hopeful that there could be improved protocols to keep first responders safe when they are responded to crashes on the interstate. Reporting live in North St. Louis, Alexis Odos, First Alert 4.
Alexis, thank you.
All
And
right.
first,
Wow.
All right. Prince, why are there no protests and cries for Officer Lee's life?
You know why there's no protesting? The same way why I'm just going to go back a little bit. In 2012, I responded to a car accident where 2 police officers were struck by a drunk driver while giving field sobriety tests. While I was responding to that, I was hit by a drunk driver. I was unresponsive until I got to the hospital. I almost lost my life. I lost my career getting hit by a drunk driver. And that guy also got probation. Fast forward to this officer. Same thing. Nothing's happening. There's no protest for police officers. You know why? Because it has been shown that police officers are the enemies. Lord forbid, and this is the perfect storm. It was a black police officer. It was a black police officer. There's no, this how I know that y'all are so full of shit and y'all just want to be part of this fucking trend to where you're so blackety black and everything that's not super blackety black is not black. Y'all should be protesting for this man. But no, y'all protesting for fucking, I'm not saying undocumented, illegal people who should not be here. That officer should still be here. His family should not be huddled up on a news broadcast talking about how they love their husband and their brother and their family member that is gone. Y'all are sitting here mourning Marcellus Williams piece of shit, and this officer didn't even get a fucking segment. He didn't get a segment. This why I will always disrespect y'all to the highest umpteenth degree, because y'all are phony, y'all are fake, and y'all are miserable, and y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you're ignorant as shit. Y'all want a man that was on death row to be fucking held up and released and walk right out of the jail. But this officer here is no longer here because he was doing his job. I'm just so disgusted because it's like a splitting image of what happened to me. And nobody could give a damn about police officers. Why? Because you've been told that police officers are bad. No, you know who's bad? Marcellus Williams is bad. That's what's bad.
I'm going to say this. I think that, it's always a little bit more personal for the trifecta because it hits home a little differently than maybe it does for others. Because our very own brother has been in this exact situation. But I do think it's disturbing that this police officer let's take a moment, was married to his wife for 19 years. Okay. They had 2 beautiful children together, yet no one's talking about it. And when we tell you why these illegals are a problem, again, they are in our country taking lives of our people. He's not the first one. That's not the only life that's been taken by an illegal. And not only that, it's not his first time with the DUI. So it's very apparent that he likes to drink and do drugs and then drive and get away with it. So I'm always going to struggle that when we are celebrating the criminal, when we are celebrating the disgust of disgust, we don't celebrate the man who was living his life right, who was married to the mother of his children, who was a loving father. We don't celebrate that man. No, instead we celebrate the piece of shit who robs and steals and kills. That's who you want me to say his name. I don't give a damn what his name is. I don't care that he's no longer gracing us on this earth because he didn't have anything to offer this earth. That was very apparent. And we need, if we're going to be rah, go, this is what we're doing for the Black people, then you need to understand that it's more important that we celebrate the very Black people who are uplifting, that set an example of what it is to be a true Black man, like why are we not talking about it? And no one's talking about it. It's like it didn't even happen.
Right.
It was like a blip it in time, like, oh, this didn't even happen. But yet every news media, all lives and social media, everyone's talking about the deadbeat guy. Everybody's saying, oh, they just executed an innocent man. Well, what about this bastard who just took the life of an innocent man? What about this bastard who took the life of a man who was doing his job? He was at work doing his job, providing for his family. Now he's gone, and nobody cares. Oh, why? Because he wore a badge? Okay, cool. Get the fuck on. Nobody cares. AJ?
Did y'all hear how his wife spoke about him? Like,
yes.
Who wouldn't want that? Like, that's how you want to go, and that's what you want people. That's the passion you want people to have about you. You don't want, I was a piece of shit, I hurt a bunch of people, I destroyed a bunch of lives, this woman will never be a mother, but cry for me because all of my actions brought me to this moment, but protest for me, but not this man, because he's in a profession that, quote unquote, I guess ain't Black enough, or it's, no respect in it, no street. I don't know what the fuck. It's just stupid at the end of the day. This officer deserves so much more. And to watch that family just broken, and it ain't no Al Sharpton there. There ain't no Benjamin Crump there. Black Lives Matter ain't stomping the pavement, talking about why was this man still in the country to begin with? Let's start with that.
Yep.
And the fact that lawyer said, well, there's a backlog, well, here's the thing. This is how you can get these people out the country. Cut off the social services to them. Because once they can't eat, they got to go back. That's it. Because you're gonna starve to death. And I don't care. I just don't care anymore. We'll take care of the children, but we ain't feeding you. That's it. We'll feed the kids, but we ain't feeding you. I'm good. That's where I am. The line has been drawn. And people, oh, that's hard. Blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing: rules usually change not because of the majority.
Yep.
Rules don't change because most of the people are manipulating the system and breaking the rules. Is because a select few are. They found loopholes, and now rules got to change for everybody. Unfortunately, you decided to break into this country illegally the wrong damn year, and we're on the cusp of Donald John Trump reascending to the White House.
Yes, thank you.
And I don't think he can do a mass deportation, but the start would be cut off the programs. Cut off the programs, beef up the police. We good.
That part.
And then these people will find their way back through wherever the hell they came from. Nobody cares anymore. But I'm tired of this country being the welfare purse for the world. And then when the citizens of the country have an issue with people being in the country, you want to chastise them and tell them they're being bigoted and xenophobic and they're not being empathetic to people in America as a country of immigrants. Yes, immigrants who brought their asses here the legal way.
Thank you.
And now those immigrants are pushed to the back of the line who are doing it the right way, getting the sponsors, paying all the money, learning the Constitution and the Star Spangled Banner and learning to assimilate. These people don't want to assimilate. They don't want to learn English. They don't want to do anything but live off the programs and the menial jobs. And then we sit here and justify that by saying, well, people in the country didn't want the jobs. Well, so the hell what? We don't need you here to do it. It will get done. So yeah, there has to be this whole making excuses for these people. The fact that he was able to do this twice, and now this black man is with his family's without him, and we gonna sit here. Oh, Marcellus,
who?
Get the hell on with that, and we will be right back.
Trifecta Hour. Please hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell. Woo! You can also follow us on TikTok and Instagram. And if you really want to make us smile, you can subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
All right, so we're about to be real ghetto about this.
Why are we gonna be ghetto?
Because the 7-minute video is still not. It's there and it's all on. It's on the laptop, but for some reason, when I'm trying to add it, it
Here.
won't let me select it.
Hold on. Hold on. That's it right there, isn't it? Yeah, I got it.
Oh, we got it. Well, hold on.
I think we got it. So
Well, you want to test it right quick?
yeah, let's see. Hold. Oh.
For her.
Yep, we got it. We got it.
Damn, that was
All right.
fast.
Right. I'll be up here mad. I'm
You
so
wanna test
mad. Because, well, the first thing is I didn't listen to the video because I wanted to be a live reaction. So I didn't listen to what they said about Janet. But I know they going in on her. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just put it together. And,
And it's long.
And I know where to stop and start. We're gonna stop and start, but
Yeah.
and we know where to stop and start or whatever. But so we haven't heard it. I haven't heard it, and so let me read my little thing. So the virtual clause came out this past week as pop icon Janet Jackson made statements that questioned the racial makeup of presidential hopeful Kamala Harris. Jackson was asked by an activist journalist about Kamala possibly being the first black female president, and it didn't go as planned. Jackson expressed skepticism about Harris's racial identity, saying, well, you know, what they supposedly said, she's not black. That's what I heard, that she's Indian. When the interviewer corrected her, explaining that Harris is both black and Indian, Jackson continued to push back, asserting her father's white. That's what I was told. I mean, I haven't watched the news in a few days. I was told that they discovered her father was white. The reaction online, for the most part, was in favor of Jackson in terms of smart people, but there were the dingbats, of course, as usual, and the shills for the Democrat Party. And by any means necessary, we gotta elect a black woman. Because I'll dare you question, and they went in on Miss Janet, but
Go
can
ahead.
we set it up where the 3 is on the side and
Yeah, once I start playing it, yeah, I sure can.
all right, bet. Take a look.
For her to just be drifting through the world and not have any sort of idea of what's happening with this situation, but then offer an opinion that is completely uneducated,
right,
and completely wrong, and say that she hasn't watched the news in a couple of days, as if Kamala Harris could be black on Monday or white on Monday or Indian on Monday and then black on Thursday or Friday. It's weird. Julian, go.
Ooh. Well, I hate to quote Laura Ingraham, who told some brothers to shut up and dribble. But I would tell Janet Jackson, shut up and sing, girl. That you okay at that. You ain't that good at that either, but you're okay at that. You can
Pause.
Oh God. And just let them cook. Let them cook. Let them cook.
First of all, singer does not mean you have to sound like you can make fried chicken. That's not singer. Singer is a myriad of things. People have vast vocal ranges. People have a higher voice, a lower voice, a mid voice. And you'll have to hit every note in the thing to be a singer. Janet's an artist. She created a wall of sound that influenced pop music for years to come. Don't you ever. People, you don't have to hit the high E over middle C to be a singer. That's a great, powerful belter. Great. We appreciate you for that. But not everybody wants that in their singers. So don't disrespect Janet's voice because you can't do it. Can't even dye your hair properly.
Oh, my. Did he say you can't even dye your hair properly?
But do not get yourself involved in politics because you don't know what you are talking about. And like you said, she lived in California. She knew this sister was black. She knew she was the attorney general. I just want to know who's paying her bills because that's what it boils down to. You show yourself up to be a total jackass. What is wrong with you? And why are you doing this now? And there are going to be some young people and some stupid people who are going to emulate you. And you need to dial it back. You just need to dial it back. People have admired you for years.
Still do.
And again, listen, if you don't know, just say you don't know and keep it moving, Congo. But to also make this comment, get all this blowback, and then you ain't sat here and so your manager issues an apology, then y'all walk the apology back. So y'all want the lie to still sit out there? That's dumb. And all y'all other people, I see some of y'all fools talking about FBA and all that, and talking about, oh, Janet's an icon, Roland Martin, you shilling. All y'all can kiss my entire ass.
Wait, pause, Bussy, pause. Look, Bussy.
Put them back up. Put them back up,
Oh
please.
my God. Hold on. Sorry.
Don't think we forgot that Bussy that came across your screen a few weeks ago. We didn't forget that. You are. I ain't gonna do that. You are plump. That is my bias. I own it. I mean, Prince is bigoted against everything else. I am bigoted against the plus.
Okay.
I can't take someone seriously when they're sitting up there as unhealthy as this man is, talking about kiss his ass.
Thick.
First of all. Second of all. I think like Jason Whitlock, he paid for it too. But we can keep going. Keep going. Let's
She
go to
made
the
a mistake. We don't know what she said because it's been one thing and another. Look, I think Janet Jackson, like every other American, whether you're a celebrity or not, has a right to endorse, support, or not support whomever they want. So she's got every right to not like Kamala Harris if she doesn't want to.
But that's not what she said.
What she doesn't know, what she did was spread misinformation. And I think it's very irresponsible when you have a platform the way Janet Jackson does to use that platform carelessly to spread misinformation based on.
Pause, please pause. Can I have this one?
You may.
Ma'am, your whole platform is fucking misinformation. I got some misinformation for you. You're an illegal.
Yeah,
where's your papers?
DACA, right? She was DACA, right?
Where's your papers?
She was a dreamer.
Before you talk about black royalty, I need to see your papers. And you know how I knew you fucked up? Even Whoopi had to stop you.
Right.
Even Whoopi was like, well, hold on. That's not what she said.
Right.
And then you went on the spew on The View, your platform of more misinformation.
Baby.
Show me your papers. Okay. I want FBAs to make people show them their papers when they start talking about one of y'all. everybody. Lottie Dolly, everybody. And to Roland, you looking like a Tootsie Roll wrapped up in a towel.
With the paper stuck on it.
Nobody wants to kiss anything on you. The only thing it look like you kiss is a cheeseburger.
Ooh, damn.
And you need a blue chew for that.
Okay.
I'm done.
Ooh, damn.
Okay, let's
Nicaraguan, keep going.
A racist allegation by Donald Trump, right? It was Donald Trump who tried to say Kamala
did not
Harris
start
just
with
turned
Donald
black. So
Trump.
let's just go through the 101.
Did not start with
Kamala
Donald.
Harris is the daughter of 2 immigrants. Her mother is South Asian from India. Her father is black from Jamaica. Here is a picture for all of you who need, or for Miss Jackson,
That man
if
don't
you're
look
nasty,
black.
here's the damn picture.
Hey, Janet Jackson, you're trying to say Kamala ain't black.
Get out your bathroom, nigga.
What about your niece and nephew?
This nigga.
Huh?
What about yours, bitch?
Are they black?
Is your daughter
Tell
black?
Matt.
Hold on. Pause.
Pause.
You know, I try to refrain from talking to orangutans, but I'm gonna do it right now. Like I said in my video, it's not about, nobody gives a fuck who you went off and married and had children with. In fact, not all of her nieces and nephews are multiracial. She has black nieces and nephews, you jackass. But the one thing that all of them can say, all of the nieces and nephews can say, is that one of my parents is a foundational black American. That's the one thing they can say. She can't say that. She don't relate to your experience. And even if she is black, she's not a black American. And so for her pretending that she can understand the black experience in America while simultaneously dancing around the idea of reparations, which so many of y'all want y'all reparations, right? And you ask this woman dead point at the National Association of Black Journalists meeting about reparations, and she never even said the word reparations in her answer and made a whole bunch of excuses about all this other stuff that the country is going through, blah, 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 but nothing for y'all, and y'all still supporting her. Dummies. We keep going.
Okay, sorry, I got to press.
Did you tell your niece and nephew they're not black? The audacity.
Ooh.
Saying Kamala ain't black and you're breathing through the nose of a white woman.
You stole that. You stole that. You stole that.
Hold on. If you look at Janet's old nose, it wasn't that damn big. All she had was the little bump on the top. So she probably didn't even get her nose broken to get the procedure.
That was Joe Jackson nose.
Shut up. She didn't have, no, LaToya had a Joe Jackson nose now.
Okay.
But she didn't have a big nose to begin with. She just got it proportioned and then the little bump removed. Fuck out of here. Y'all so mad. But this is how you always know who fuck with you. Because when they mad at you and they start attacking shit like that, hush the fuck up. And you sitting in your bathroom with that same dirty ass fucking tank top on.
Hey, fold.
Okay. Oh my God. Can we continue?
Yes, we can continue.
Oh my goodness. This is AJ's segment, everybody.
Oh no, y'all could chime in whenever.
And you married Jermaine Dupri.
Hold on. We got a fact check in real time. She never married Jermaine Dupri.
Ever
She was engaged to Jermaine Dupri. She married Renee Elizondo. James DeBarge was the first one. Renee Elizondo, and then the
Saudi,
the billionaire,
the Qatari, and whatever the hell, wherever the fuck he's from. And that's the father to her children. So her child, and so she didn't marry Jermaine Dupri. So we got to fact check that.
Okay, we're continuing.
Yeah, fast forward past this.
A well-known child molester.
Whoa!
Well, hold on. Hold on.
Maybe I should have watched these videos.
I mean, Jermaine,
Okay, are we continuing?
It's a Diddy in the South. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do better.
You do better.
Your brother will
Why are
be
you in the
disappointed
bathroom?
in you.
How is it now 3 days later and you, Janet Jackson, still haven't issued an apology for that stupid ass comment you made? Now let me be real clear, okay? I think Janet Jackson is a fantastic entertainer. Puts
Always
on a
the
great
light
show.
brights. It's always the light brights.
Well, this was a dumbass comment.
Shut the fuck up.
And that's
You're dumb. You're dumb.
And you got the reporter sitting there telling you it's not true, and you say nothing.
How much you want to bet he got chicken in his teeth?
So here you are. You haven't corrected it. So what you're telling us is you're perfectly fine with the lie being out there.
Yes.
Them bussy tapes.
So you
hit
said
like
nothing.
crack.
Randy has said nothing. And that's just dumb. First of all, how many biracial people are in the Jackson family?
What?
Here we go again.
How many of
Here
her
we
brothers
go
have married
again.
non-black people?
What does that have to
Here
do
we
with
go
anything?
again. It has nothing to do with anything.
And you literally are questioning, oh, I heard her dad was white. What the hell are you reading, Janet?
The report.
And who you hear it from? Not only that, this woman was the Attorney General of California when you lived there.
Yeah, that's why she don't fuck
Did
with
you
him.
walk past a TV set? I am so...
Look at him coughing. He
I am
hungry.
so through with
I
a
know
lot of
that
these black
cough.
entertainers
I know that cough.
really being stuck on stupid with some of the comments that they're making.
The level of disrespect.
It's just dumb.
No, you're dumb.
And then it's, then this is, so it's going to cause, there's going to, I don't, first of all, here's probably the most true, honestly, I don't want to answer that because I really truthfully don't know. But why your ass talking about it?
Because they asked the question.
You asked me about her.
Why didn't you give The Guardian the same answer you gave me on the Tom Joyner Morning Show Fantastic Voyage Cruise 5 years ago? Then folks wouldn't be lighting your ass up. Memo to all entertainers, especially black ones. If you don't know shit about politics, shut up.
Wow.
Hold on.
Wow.
She was asked about it. And she just said what she heard.
Wow.
And y'all, you plantation parrots are so mad
Wow.
that she just simply said what she heard. And follow Candace Owens' Rabbit Hole episode 70 to 74 of her
That
podcast
part.
on
That
YouTube
part.
and find out the stuff she has uncovered about Kamala's family
Yes.
and her black relatives.
Mhm.
And I promise you, Janet wasn't wrong. You can keep going.
All right. Wow.
Please. Because you look like a damn fool.
I've never wanted to slap somebody so bad.
Kamala Harris is not black. Really, Janet? Really? Why you? Oh, hell no. That's not the way it's supposed to go. Like, Janet, come on, I love you. During an interview with The Guardian, Janet was asked how did she feel about Kamala being the first black female
Pause. See, at least one thing I give her credit for is at least she, gave the information, and unlike the Jerry's kids that I responded to. Go ahead.
Enchiladas. She's not black. That's what I heard. That she's Indian. Her father's white. That's what I was told. I mean, I haven't watched the news in a few days, but I was told that they discovered her father was white. Again, oh hell no. That's not the way this is supposed to go. Janet, her father is a black Jamaican. Her mother is an Indian.
Nice. Her father's Hindu.
Biracial woman
Hindu.
who identifies because she looks phenotypically black.
Please.
Black.
Identify no black.
I don't know why this is so hard. I really don't get it why we're having such a hard time with this.
No, y'all
And
are having a hard
one
time.
drop rule for a long time made anybody with a drop of black blood black, but
it's
we don't
not
seem to
black
understand
blood.
the difference between ethnicity and race. But Janet,
Gender,
Janet,
add that too.
no, because I love you, girl.
Thank you. Love them eyelashes. Listen.
All right.
Just because you speak with a condescending tone doesn't make you right. You flapping them tuna lips doesn't make you right. You
Wow.
doing the same fucking talking point that everybody else is doing. You look like the big mouth bass that be singing on the wall, but you want to talk about Janet and Roly Poly Martin. You want to call her dumb. I want you to do what she has done, on the level that she has done for the years that she has done. In 20 years, nobody will remember Roland Martin.
Okay, let me just say something real quick
Go ahead.
because y'all was talking the whole time because I knew this moment would come.
My bad.
It's okay. I know you passionate about Janet. I know. Listen. The level of disrespect Janet Jackson has been shown simply because she doesn't think Kamala is black. Well, nigga, we don't think she black either because she's not.
Right.
I don't understand why we're struggling with this, and I don't understand why Janet is stupid for stating the fact. And then you guys want to tell us we're lying. Somebody show me where being Jamaican makes you black. Oh, somebody show me where if your skin is brown, you are black. I don't think you guys have seen real Colombians.
That part.
Okay, because they're as dark as us. I don't think you guys have seen some of these Dominicans because they're as dark as us. So I don't understand that when shut the fuck up, Prince. I don't understand. Somebody show me where being Jamaican makes you black. Hit the mute on that, AJ. So I could read Prince's
My
mind.
bad.
Like it literally just came. Where your skin. This is why you can't do anything with people who know you. This would be why you have to do it with strangers. Sorry, you guys. Inside joke. But anyways, your skin being dark doesn't make you black, and I think that's the biggest problem that I have here. And I don't know why until now she was black. She was the first Indian, the first Asian. She was first everything but black. So I don't know how we got here. Where now all of us people who look like this, who are supposed to jump on this she's black bandwagon. And then when we question that, well, how many of your nephews are black and blah, 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 blah. Huh?
So ridiculous.
Well, Kamala's married to a whole white man. So where are we at with that?
Jewish.
Where are we at with that? Okay, so you want to talk about Janet? Let's talk about her. She's not even with a black man. Okay, but Janet's the problem. But her nieces and nephews and her son being mixed is the problem. If y'all don't get out my face and stop talking about this woman being black, because us real black people, we understand she's not. Okay, those of us who are not seeking our identity in someone's race get it. Because I find that the people who want black princesses and the people who want black this and the people who want black that, you guys struggle in your own identity of being black. That's the problem. Because you keep looking to the outside for some form of identity. Get it together, people. Get it together. Okay? You're going to be okay. You good down there, Prince?
Oh, man.
I want a black Barbie.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on, get to the next section.
All right. So a rep for Janet released a statement like Roland says on her behalf, and it was quickly recanted. And apparently that person was fired and made very clear that Janet did not, in fact, apologize. Then this old video surfaced. Could this be
that
the source?
could mean life in prison, and cases like this can depend on the testimony of the child accuser.
In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect with some detail the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna find though.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Let's bring it back.
She could have got it back in the day.
Let's bring it back.
But I got many multiracial nieces and nephews.
Okay.
Yeah, I see how she Rachel Dolezal y'all asses. Keep going. Go ahead.
Oh, all right.
Even if it is the only testimony that is available.
Jackson gave a wave when he was released after booking. He's scheduled for arraignment in January.
Michael's been a long-time resident of Trump Tower, and last night the Donald strongly reiterated his defense of Jackson with Larry King by going after the accuser's mother.
She's had plenty of experience at going after people, and she goes after them viciously and violently, and I saw a story and I read another story about some of the things she's done, and I don't believe it.
But you know what it's like when an indictment comes down.
It's tough.
It's presumption.
It's tough. It's tough to win, but I have a feeling he's going to win, Larry. The interesting thing is I've known Michael from many different standpoints, and Michael would spend a lot of time with my kids. I have beautiful kids, and at the time, like at Mar-a-Lago, and even in Trump Tower, the kids were very young. Michael would come, play with the kids. He just loved children. He was not a child molester, and I am certain of that. He loved children. He'd play with my son Eric and my son Donald, and he'd just play with them forever. He loved children, but he was not a child molester. And, you know, that whole final saga of Neverland and the police and what they did was, I think, a very, very bad part of Michael's life.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, this was another rumor. Is Janet a Trump supporter? Could her brother's case from the early 2000s be the key that unlocks the why here, Prince?
Is Janet a Trump supporter? I don't know. What I do think Janet supports is common sense, and she supports the business that pays her.
Yeah.
She was asked that question, she answered it, and she moved the hell on. Y'all talking about the same Janet Jackson where she was asked about, I think it was when she was sneaker shopping, and she was asked about Michael Jordan, and she said, next question. Janet is very calculating. She wanted to answer that Kamala question.
Yeah.
Believe me, her and her brother, petty supreme. So she answered that question the way she wanted to fucking answer. Yes, Roland. She could have no questioned your ass when she was on Tom Joyner, and she no questioned your ass because she probably didn't want to talk to your smelly Cheeto ass. So is she a Trump supporter? I don't know. But is she a supporter of answering that damn question? Absolutely. And she got what she wanted, and she stood on business. That's my answer.
I don't know if she's a Trump supporter, and at this point, I don't care. I agree with the pettiness. Let's all be petty, because you know that's what we do best on this show is be petty. Okay. She don't have to do nothing but stay black and die. And the interesting part about all of this is I've been hearing people saying, I have questions. Why is she touring? Why is she doing this? Blah, 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 blah. The difference between you and Janet is she's not talking about you, but you talking about her. You got her trending. Okay, you got us over here. Pleasure principle. Oh. Okay, we here. We here. Okay, we do not care. The fact of the matter is, Janet didn't think she's black. Oh, because she's not. Now we know why Janet was petty, because this is the same heifer that came after her brother. Oh, and I would like to remind you, of those of us who keep saying that Donald Trump is racist. This would have been his perfect time to be racist, don't you think?
Exactly.
No, he wasn't.
What
You see how that works?
Black people play with their kids.
Oh, that part. Okay. This is what I be talking about. You guys are tired at this point. You guys are tired. All the people talking about Janet are the same people talking about Trump with no ability to do their statements. You guys are just whack. You guys are sick, dumb, and lame. And roll on. Just roll on.
Roll on.
Oompa, doopity doo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's like the blueberry from Willy Wonka. Violet. Roll them on out. Go ahead, AJ. I don't even know.
Shout out to Craterface, DL Hughley, and shout out to the woman, the dude with his own past of most likely assaulting a woman, Charlemagne the God. Shout out. And I don't know if she's a Trump supporter. I don't really give a damn. But like this person here, once you do them, that's it. They're done. Once you cross, there ain't no crossing back over the River Jordan. We good. You keep your ass over there.
Sorry.
Have a great life. I mean, Prince left the planet and Janet said nothing. I'm gonna leave that out there. Prince died, and Janet said nothing.
Nothing.
Because of what he said about her brother and about her.
Nothing.
You don't mess with Janet's family. You don't mess with her family. And the fact, and no, she didn't prosecute Michael Jackson, but all of those prosecutors in the state of California are all connected.
They all are.
They all talk. They all blah blah blah. So she was part of that whole machine. So I'm pretty sure if the prosecutor was Goldenblatt and Goldenblatt is now running for president, it would be the same reaction.
Same one.
F you and F your whole life. We good. We good, Sway. So that's that. We don't know. We don't care. And
don't care.
Janet's residency opens December 30th. She's currently in Europe. And let's also keep in mind that her brother died last week, the week before.
Yep. R.I.P.
And she was in South Africa about to do a concert. And like I told people before, Janet's not just a woman, she's a business.
Yeah.
So imagine all the people depending on her to show up to eat, like especially at that venue in South Africa, right? Like,
right.
And Janet's going to be here, Janet. And then, I'm gonna make this money this week. I was like, hey, Janet gonna be here. I'm gonna get my overtime. And she had to cancel the fly back to mourn her brother, and then didn't even have a lot of time to mourn. She had to get to Europe to finish the rest of the tour.
Yeah.
And then get back here to do the Vegas. So y'all couldn't handle that life. Yeah, enjoy your 9 to 5s. Enjoy being employee-based, employee-minded, entry level, annoying people. And we will be right back.
Over at ajsrantroom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. And introducing our first shoe line, Aloysius Germain. So get on over to ajsrantroom.com today and get to shopping. You won't be disappointed.
All right, now it's time to get petty.
So, certain things and certain conversations shouldn't happen on Fridays.
Oh God. I'm a mute.
But I'm going to start here. I'm going to start at the top because I was supposed to talk about this before and I didn't. So for all you fraudulent conservatives that we've booted out of the circle, who no longer have a home, and y'all wander and end up in the projects, hanging out with the people in the projects, reproducing with the cockroaches, and you say, I might vote for Kamala because I don't know if I cannot because, she is a Black woman. And then you say, if I don't vote for her, I'm not going to vote. Jelani, you know what's really fucked up? Is that you've been pretending that you were Republican. And then you go and you say out loud in 4K that you're not going to vote for Trump, but you're going to vote for Kamala. I'm going to need you to explain that, especially if you're conservative, so you claim. I'm going to need you to just let us know exactly how that works because I'm sick of you fraudulent niggas. Like, I'm getting real tired. I'm getting real burnt out. You either are about it or you're not. Don't do it because it's popular. Don't do it because it's cute. Don't do it because it gets you followers. Don't do it because you get to fit into the it crowd because that's where it's supposed to be. See, you fraudulent short fucks who lie about everything, including your height. This is why I don't fuck with you. This is why when I called you out, I don't know how long ago, I don't care. Because we sit back and we watch and we see you being fraudulent. How are you running as a Republican? How were you a Trump supporter before, but now that you can't kick it with the conservatives, now you don't know if you're voting at all or if you're not voting for Trump, but you're going to vote for Kamala? Boy, bye. Stay your ass out of our spaces. We good. We don't need you. You don't add nothing to the conversation. We are good. Oh, and one more thing. If you're not going to be a true supporter of the rant room, you can stay the fuck on too. Okay? See, the rant room will always be popping. The rant room is AJ's rant room. I need to remind some of you motherfuckers about that. See, let me say it one more time. It's AJ's rant room. Ain't got shit to do with none of us. We don't make or break the rant room. So whether we're there or we're not, the rant will continue. And you will not take away from the talent of my brother. You will not take away and you will not try to dull his light to make him believe or anybody else believe that you bring anything to the rant room. See, this is what's wrong. This is why we where we at, because y'all don't know how to play your lane. Y'all don't know how to get in your position and be like, oh, that's me over here. I sing back up, because you're never going to be the lead. Never. And if I hear again anybody trying to fuck up off on his brand, anybody trying to talk down on the brand of the rant room, anybody saying some reckless, sideways, stupid shit like I've been hearing, you'll be my next name that I drop, okay? Because you all know who you are. So don't talk no negative shit about the rant room, okay? You can't be him. You're not him. And you're never going to be on his level, okay? I appreciate his talent. I'm glad that he's here. I'm glad, because I can just be like, can I get that? Run that for me. Can I get first dibs? That's what I like. If you're not about it, shut up. I'm done.
All right. I wish my petty was personal. Roll it.
Today, my 17-year-old daughter was pulled out of class and was told she needed to register to vote. Not only was she told how to register, she was told who she should vote for. I am her mother, and I have yet to have this conversation with her about the upcoming election. I have not signed any consent forms telling y'all that my daughter can register to vote at school. Because I'm pissed right now.
Okay, what's going on?
So yesterday, you pulled my daughter out of class, and you told her that it was mandatory for her to vote.
No, I didn't say it was mandatory.
So that's what she told me. These are her words, that she said it was mandatory that she votes.
No, ma'am. But go ahead. Finish telling me.
Okay. And that you projected your fears and insecurities on her, telling her if Donald Trump was elected, black people would be doomed.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. So let me say this. I am a minority inspector.
Okay.
For 1016. And you know, as a minority inspector, you never, ever, ever discuss politics or your beliefs or anything like that.
So can we calm my daughter down here? Because at this point, you're making it like she's a complete liar. My daughter had never told me someone said anything such to her like this.
No, ma'am. So this is what happened. I did call her down to register to vote, because we're registering all the 18-year-olds to vote.
She's not 18, she's 17.
Yeah, but she turns 18 before the election.
Yeah, but I could have took my daughter to register her to vote. I did not ask for y'all to register my daughter to vote. I have not even spoke to her about the election yet. And I am not a Harris supporter. I am a Trump supporter.
Yes, ma'am.
So for you to tell her anything, and it's like now you're saying she's lying. So now I want her to come down here.
Listen, I'm not saying your daughter's lying. What I'm saying is that I did call her into my office. I did register her to vote. We did have a conversation about it. She did ask me about Trump. She did ask me about Harris. So we started a conversation about, what's going on. I wasn't projecting anything on her. I was just talking about things that are going on in the world.
Yeah, did you tell her about the border being unsecure? So did you tell her about all the illegal criminals that's in this country right now?
So we did have a conversation about the border, and we did talk about
But I thought y'all didn't talk about nothing.
and all of that. We did have a conversation about everything. So let me just say this. I apologize to you for offending you because that was not my intentions. I was not trying to project any of my political beliefs on your daughter or anything like that.
That's why I don't know why the conversation was had. What consent forms did I sign saying I was okay with my daughter being registered to vote in school? She's still 17 years old.
So what consent forms were signed for that?
None.
Because there really isn't any. You know, we just register students to vote here. At every high school, they're registering students
but
to
she's
vote.
still not 18. She have until the 21st of October, I believe, to register, and her birthday is on the 5th.
Right. So we are permitted to register all students whose birthday is that happens by the 5th because that's the date of the election. So
her birthday's October 5th, not November 5th. So she had until the end of October to register to vote. So that way I could have took her as her mother and I could have explained to her what to do, to look up both policies without me telling her anything.
Right.
This is just not right.
She was asking me questions, and so I was answering her questions.
Yeah, because she wanted to know why did she have to get pulled out of class to register to vote.
No, she didn't. That wasn't the question she asked me. She was asking me questions.
Y'all talking down here? Yes. Okay. I didn't know it was her parent.
Hi.
So
They
now
talked
when she
about
said
nothing.
she didn't tell you, you know, the stuff that you told me she told you.
I
That
said-
black people will be doomed if Trump becomes president.
Yes, she did.
I didn't say black people will be doomed if Trump becomes president. We did have a conversation about policies and different things like that. You know, you were asking me questions, and I was telling you about some of the policies that he had and some policies Harris had. So we did have that type of conversation.
I don't think I was really asking questions. I think I was just really as much
Ooh.
as saying, like, right, yeah,
Oh.
right.
So you was just like agreeing, like talking.
No, I'm not really. I don't really care about it, so I'm not really engaged in the conversation as much. I'm just like, okay, like, right.
So you didn't ask me any questions at all?
No.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is what I'm going to say. I apologize for raising your daughter to vote. At this point, she is registered to vote. If you would like to change that,
I am, because it should not have been done in the first place.
if you would like to change, you know, anything that's on that form that went in, you're welcome to do that.
I know that.
You can go online and do it.
I know.
I didn't feel like I was projecting anything on her.
You are
because
by
we were-
telling her anything that you saying you didn't say black people be doomed. She's saying you said it. I'm going to believe my daughter because she would not lie to me about something like this. Why would she lie? Why would she?
Like, I asked if I could do it later, and you're like, no, it's kind of like, no, you have to do it now, kind of mandatory. And I'm like, I don't.
Did you feel like I was pressuring you?
Yeah, she said she didn't want to do it at the moment.
She speak to me, honey?
Yeah.
Did you feel like I was pressuring?
Yeah, I asked if I could do it another time, and you're like, no, it's kind of mandatory. I'm like,
Okay.
okay. I didn't really know if it was mandatory or not, but.
Okay. Well, we're going to agree to disagree on this conversation. I apologize if you feel like you were pressured. I apologize for raising your daughter to vote without your consent and without you having an opportunity to have a conversation with her or even checking anything online. So that's all I can say right now is I apologize.
Yeah, I'm calling the news also.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, thank you.
I'm calling Channel 6.
I'm taking my daughter out of the school. She do not feel comfortable. I'm just completely pissed off right now. I'm pissed.
As you should be.
And that's what you should do. I want to know what did she check for party? What was she at?
Democrat.
That's why the mom was pissed.
Okay, because I know. See, coming from New York City, the whatever the fuck that is, coming from New York City, you like so many of us. I'm sure Trenton, New Jersey, got the same lesson. Democrats are for you.
Yeah.
Republicans are for rich white people.
Mm-hmm.
That was the rhetoric. That was it. There was no details. There was no what do they actually do. It was just register to vote and you're a Democrat. Why come? Because I've always asked questions. I've always been that person. She handled it very well.
She did.
Very, very, very,
I love
very
it.
well.
She did.
I appreciate her. This is why I'm nobody's parent.
Yet.
Because I would have
That
tore it
ain't
up.
why you ain't nobody's parent.
Hush the fuck. What the fuck? Anyway,
I mean, I kept it in. That was him.
What was I saying? Anyway, find out what they telling your kids in these schools, and parents get a hold of everything and make sure you explain it to them, because this fear mongering and this vote for by default because your generation and grandma did it and great grandma did it and all of y'all ain't got but 5 nickels between you. So stop waiting for a damn savior. Nobody's going to come into town and declare you're worth it and you're special. Motherfucker, that's on you. Nobody cares. Everybody got responsibilities and things to do. So please stop scaring people into registering to be a damn Democrat. It ain't working. All of your shithole cities. Shithole after shithole after shithole after shitholes. And y'all still signing up for this? Y'all still signing up young people for this dumb stuff?
Yep.
Get the hell on, Prince.
My petty is to people that don't understand the difference between a turn signal
Oh God.
and a stop sign. Like, why? And then it's always the people with all the bumper stickers, like pick calls, like trans for vans for trans,
coexist,
rainbow, free the trees, free marijuana, free pimp C, like pick a calls. Like, you can't be out here just doing raggedy shit on the roads and be that type of a person, be helter-skelter with all them damn bumper stickers. And it's always a Prius. Why is it a Prius?
Why did
I
he give
don't
him a
know.
petty?
But okay, yeah, that bothers me.
So what does the stop sign and the turn signal have to do with your petty?
You didn't unpack that.
Because they stop, roll through, stop, then turn on their turn signal, then come to find out there's a cop like right there. You done already ran the stop sign. You done already did a California stop. Just go. Like, nobody cares. I'm gonna flip over that little fucking match car anyway.
You gonna pay the ticket? You gonna pay the
my
ticket?
petty.
You gonna pay their ticket, Prince?
That don't even make sense, but okay.
Anyway, we'll be
You,
back.
it makes sense. It makes perfect.
Probably wondering what's going on. Well, I'm here to tell you. It's me, Inked, and I need you guys to head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. Yes, that's right. Trifecta merch is here. It is here for our Trifecta family to show their love and support and advertise for free. Well, not technically for free. You did pay for it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. We're all inclusive. If Prince can wear it, so can you. Have a good one.
All right, now it's time for our memes of the week.
Let's go. All right, let's go. Listen. Dealers for hair. At this point, like, are we even shocked? I mean, the meme speaks for itself. Ain't no party like a Diddy freak off party. Diddlers for Harris.
Oh my
DFH.
He said DFH. Okay.
Look, migraine, tension, sinus, stress. Listening to Kamala Harris
every time.
Bruh,
Every
when
time.
she goes off script. If y'all look at a compilation of when she is not reading the script and she's improvising,
oh my God,
it is terrible. It is filibustering on steroids.
Even when she's on script, but
Right,
anyway.
exactly. Kamala, what do you think about the economy? Well, when I pour my cereal, I like to fry my eggs in oil. What? Okay, girl. Okay. And they be nodding and they don't follow up.
Oh God, come on.
All right, you celebrities. Everybody gets a scrub profile. You scrub your profile. You scrub your profile. You scrub your profile. Except Usher, who was hacked.
Oh, shut up. You know what?
Okay.
You was hacked like that man unit on the top of your head. Go ahead, AJ.
You know who doesn't have that problem, Prince?
Janet?
Chris.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dumb.
Shout out to
not
Breezy.
get that? How you
Shout
not
out
get
to
that?
Breezy. This is perfect. This is you people. Vote for Harris. Yeah, yeah. And then you're getting punched in the mouth for the same people you're trying to protect.
Ooh, Prince.
The people you're defending is punching you in the mouth and taking your cookies.
Prince. Ooh.
Hey Diddy, petroleum dynamite. If y'all don't know what petroleum is, it's the main ingredient in Vaseline and oil.
Wow.
Diddy was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson, and it was recently taken away.
Oh shit! I gotta press pause.
No, hold on. No, we going to this. This is the next movie by Pixar. Getting over. It's a touching story about Manuel Hequez.
Manuel Hequez,
who's trying to get over here and get the American dream of owning his own lawn care service. I can't wait to see this movie. I'm gonna give it 2 tacos. Miss me.
I think that's it.
And those are the memes of the week.
Oh my god! It's
Oh my God.
It's
Oh my
time for
God.
our Urban Dictionary word of the day.
Oh my God. Delusional. Oh shit! I lost the word. God dog it.
Did you like my word last week?
I did. You did a great job, and I apologize for not being here.
Girl, shut up. Read that word.
Okay. Believing something to be true that is clearly not. All you liberals, all you Janet Jackson haters, all you fraudulent people, you're all delusional. I'm just a firm believer. You believe you're smart. You believe you're intelligent. You believe you know what you're talking about. You're all stupid and dumb. You don't. Okay. We're done.
Damn. All right.
We 2 hours in.
Where are we at?
We're done.
We're 2 hours in.
We're
Apparently.
done. It's over. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out.
Really?
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. And thank you for sitting through our expanded episode. We hope we entertained you and enjoyed. The numbers stayed consistent. Appreciate you.
All of you.
And we will see you next week because you know what? Episode 69.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Hey!